All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday, August 7th. We have the NBA show. It's a great day here. The football show. No, not the football show. Let's talk Rockets. No. Jeez, we keep fucking up. Let's talk football with Nick and I. Debuts today. New football podcast. Where the hell are these headphones at? Hope you guys had a good weekend. That was a pretty fast weekend. Oh, there you are. I guess there's NBA news. I couldn't tell you what it is. I have no idea what's going on in the league currently, but so let's take a look. Undisputed. Oh yeah, that's right. Anthony Davis got extended, so we have that, which is crazy contract. Oh my god, it's hot. So we'll talk Anthony Davis. What's that website you can look up basketball news on? Oh, it's a real GM. No. It's HoopType. HoopType.com. A potential DeMar DeRozan extension could be coming with the Chicago Bulls. I hope not. I really hope not. Okay, man. We got. Jeez, dude. Is this an article or is this? Oh yeah, dude. There's like no news. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, this website's pissing me off. What's up, Josh? How you doing? On a road trip to Dallas. Oh, cool. Is that you coming from like I don't know, the Houston area? I have to book my flight. Don't tell Swaggy I haven't booked my flight. He wouldn't be ecstatic to hear that. But we'll get it done today. Hopefully that ticket hasn't changed. Hopefully that price hasn't changed. Hopefully it's not booked up. Houston to Dallas. Word. What is that? A couple of hours? Dallas is always interested me. I know a couple of people who live in Dallas. I've always wanted to visit Houston or Austin. I think I only know like one person in Austin. 3 hours. Why are you going to what's in Dallas? Man, people be starting school soon. I guess that's why Luke couldn't make it today. He's going school shopping. I can't. That's so funny to me. I don't even know the last time I went school shopping. We're like 24 years old. Going for books. Forgot about books. I loved having paper textbooks. Family. You had paper textbooks and then you transferred to online textbooks. And it's like, who the fuck wants online textbooks?
With the banner, online textbooks are the best.
I hate online. I hate reading online. It hurts my eyes.
I gotta get my U-Haul after this show, and then I gotta fucking load my U-Haul, and then I leave tomorrow.
Nice.
Wednesday,
how big's the U-Haul?
6x12. $12 feet long.
Yeah. You bringing a bed or are you buying a bed?
2 beds.
2 beds? 2 beds? Bed frame?
2 bed frames, a couch, a dresser, 5 TVs. Yeah, 70-inch, a 50-inch, a 45-inch, a 30-inch, and a 28-inch.
Oh yeah. All set up.
I just booked my Airbnb too.
Nice.
I'm excited, yeah. Sent my first resume to recruiters. I'm sending my resume now out to job recruiters.
Nice.
Trying to help with the job search.
Am I?
No, the recruiters. I'm trying to get more because I'm trying to get a like worst comes to worst.
Help you, man.
No, worst comes to worst, your boy is gonna have to go back to broadcast news, which like isn't the worst thing in the world. But there's a chance that like the only job that'll hire me right now is broadcast news.
Dude, I'd love to watch you on the Fort Myers news at night. We might have some openings for you.
Yeah, I'm not
Would
trying
be
to
a little bit of a hike.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Our news team is super young though. I do know that. There's this our like leading news reporter is this girl and she's talks so deep. My name is Sarah Long, and I'm reporting for the Fort Myers news station. We're here live on the scene where a car flipped on its head due to an elk coming out on the road. We're hearing reports that nobody was injured, but the elk is dead. Thank you. I'm Sarah Long. This is Fort Myers News. The point, she talks so deep. That wasn't like a good impression, but she talks so deep.
She talks like this down here.
Yeah.
Her voice is like this. This is Sarah Long.
But she's using her broadcaster voice, so it's
Yeah,
more like
I've always been told not to use the broadcast voice. Like every time I'm told just talk normal. I've been told just talk normal.
Because you can tell when it's.
Yeah, when I've gone on TV, the first couple times they're just like, "Yeah, don't make your voice deeper. Like, just talk normal, dude." They're like, if anything, if you want to make your voice deeper, they're like, you talk naturally really fast, so just talk really slow. So when I'm on camera, I'll be, "All right, my name, thanks." They'll be like, "Thanks, Dave." Today at the the Topeka City Council meeting, they discussed using $7.5 million in revenue bonds in road repairs at 27th Southwest Topeka Boulevard. Now, these repairs won't come into effect till about June 2023, but the expected time frame for these repairs will be. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, but like, yeah. But like, I talk like that, like I'm not even doing it right. It's more like I'm talking like this, but I'm going a bit more slower with my words so you can follow it along. I'm like still talking at my normal voice, but I'm talking like this because it's
You're talking
more.
So the idiots of Topeka can understand.
Yeah. I'm articulate. Like you articulate your words. That's all. My thing is they say I move my mouth funny a lot. Like I also have like a lip draw. So a lot of times when I talk, I developed a lip draw when I used to rap. So like, do you see what I'm doing right now?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so when I talk a lot, I raise my right lip. And like when I enunciate stuff, people or like even when I rap or like sing, people be like, "Why are you drawing your lip?" And I'm like, "I just draw my lip a lot."
Wow. I didn't even know people could draw their lip.
I have a lip draw. You don't see it right now?
I do, but I don't know how you even like.
Can you not draw your lip?
Like this? I really.
You can't. You can't. Damn, man, you can't do this.
No.
This is me talking normal. No, lip draw. You see how much more my teeth is shown?
I do. Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah. Like
it's weird.
Yeah, I like sometimes when I'm like I like draw my lip. I don't know why. I do. Yeah.
It'd be funny if like when you drink like whiskey or something, you draw your lip.
I draw my lip a lot. People like say I have a tendency just to draw my lip up.
Yeah,
it's like I got it because I used to be obsessed with like Elvis and like Lil Dicky, and they both have lip draws. Yeah, like Elvis is known for his. Thank you very much. You ever see him talking? He's always like this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's true.
He has the lip draw.
It.
It more looks like I have a cleft lip now, though.
Oh, thank you.
He just look retarded. It's
Thank you.
But I did actually get it.
Dude, a Euro sounds so fucking good, man.
I
This
do
guy
like
always,
a good.
it sounds so good. This guy always comes in here and calls you fucking Euro, and it always makes me think of Euros. And who doesn't love Euros, dude? How do you not love a good Euro?
I don't know.
Go
Here.
Cubs, go.
I'm
Go
gonna
Cubs,
share my
go.
screen. Can you share my screen?
Maybe. You got Cash App?
Yeah,
My Cash App works. I'm so happy my Cash App works.
All right.
You can't ban me for long, baby.
So Jake Weinbach, I believe of Hoopwire. Let me get the shout out Jake Weinbach. I believe he is Hoopswire. I could be wrong. He's with some he is with Hoops Habit behind the Bucks. And he is a guy that is currently reporting that this is the exact tweet that he wrote last night. I made a YouTube video on it. That he's deleted the tweet, bro. Oh, wait, never mind. No, he didn't. The Cleveland Cavaliers are still looming as serious landing spot for restricted free agent PJ Washington in a sign and trade framework. Charlotte has reportedly been unwilling to offer Washington a long-term deal and are open for discussion regarding the 24-year-old combo forward. Now, I have said that I spoke to a very good source. I can tell Jackson who the source is off camera, but I cannot tell you guys who the source is. But let's just say he is an executive for a team that what he says, if he says it, I do believe it because there is some sort of affiliation between him and the Hornets. And he said that he would give, and he's expecting PJ Washington to get a 4-year, $80 million deal. Now, he said that if he was the Hornets general manager, he would give PJ that deal. I have said there's two trades that the Cavs can do. The Cavs can either package Ricky Rubio, Isaac Okoro, and Dean Wade, and probably a bunch of second-round picks for PJ Washington in a sign and trade for a 4-year, $80 million contract. Or you could trade Jared Allen straight up for PJ Washington because Jared Allen makes $20 million. I personally would rather trade Isaac Okoro, Dean Wade, and Ricky Rubio. Yes, it hurts your depth, but like you get PJ Washington, which for this team, and I know people are going to be like, we don't know if Donovan Mitchell truly wants to leave, but it seems from what people are reporting, I'm not saying that they're true, but that they have a window of opportunity to, keep Donovan Mitchell or win a championship with Donovan Mitchell, whatever you want to say. And I think getting PJ Washington kind of maximizes it. I'd rather do the Dean Wade, Isaac Okoro, Ricky Rubio deal than Jared Allen. But what are your thoughts?
I agree, especially with, is Rubio taking a step away? Does that mean he's
not retired.
Taking a step away, it's August 7th. Like, what are you stepping away from? It's the offseason. So is he going to be, are you under the assumption, Ricky Rubio
can trade Rubio's contract. You can trade Rubio's contract because he's like an injured player right now.
I don't mean about the tradability. I mean, is he not my backup point guard, or is he my backup point guard right now as it stands? Like, are they under the assumption that he will be back for training camp, or are they under the assumption that he needs time for his mental health? But you know what? I guess it's not that important. I would do this trade 100%. But to get at what you were saying with the depth, the backup point guard does concern me if Ricky Rubio is gone and PJ Washington's coming on over, no matter how good of a talent you're getting back. Like, I don't know who their backup point guard would be without Ricky Rubio. So they would have to figure that out. But good problem to have. As far as their depth goes, I think this would be a move you would love to make because that's why you picked up Max Strus. That's why you picked up Georges Niang, Damian Jones. They went out there in free agency and picked up depth, which was something that they really needed last year. They also have Amani Bates, who I think is going to have some type of impact his rookie year. But PJ Washington would fit in perfectly. Yeah, I wouldn't trade Jared Allen either, but if they're big on Isaac Okoro, which I wouldn't be, I'd rather PJ because he's coming off a career year. Their window is definitely closing to win with Donovan Mitchell. Maybe not to win in general because DG and Evan Mobley are going to be a duo for a while. But yeah, man, I I don't think Mitchell will be there for a very long time. Nor do I think it. No, I don't think Cleveland needs Donovan Mitchell to win. Um, I don't think Donovan Mitchell moves the needle as much as that they were. I don't think that they thought he moved the needle that much either. I think it was a perfect chess piece from Cleveland to like establish themselves as winners, get some star talent on over. But in the meantime, man, might as well go for it. PJ is a great player.
I think so, and I think okay. And I think it's definitely, I don't know, PJ Washington is going to be an upgrade, and it gives them more versatility. I mean, if they trade Jared Allen, that means Evan Mobley's your starting center, but I don't know. I think it's a good move if you do the Dean Wade, Isaac Okoro, and Ricky Rubio, because you're not giving up too much. And I think it would be cool to see PJ next to Donovan Mitchell. They could go big with Strus. I'm not big, with a small lineup: Mobley, Washington, Strus, Mitchell, Garland, which could be crazy. You know? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
they
just feel
could
like
get first time.
what. So
I don't think.
what?
I don't think. I mean, Jared Allen trading him. Yeah, I wouldn't. That doesn't really interest me. I don't. I like Jared Allen a lot. I don't think that they desperately need him because
I
of
don't think
Mobley's
so either.
ascension. But I would rather have Allen on this roster than a PJ currently. Now, by the end of this upcoming year, maybe that's wrong. I just think that having the Twin Towers there is nice, but I don't know, man. Cleveland's weird because they did what they exceeded expectations last season, and then so like their expectations for this year weren't really realistic, but they still come out here, they win 50+ basketball games, and then they get completely embarrassed by the New York Knicks in the playoffs. I mean, it wasn't even close.
Jared Allen got embarrassed.
Their whole team got embarrassed. Nobody really did that well. So, I mean, you lost in 5 to the Knicks, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I love PJ Washington, and I think he does help upgrade the team. But if you lose Jared Allen, I think you're not upgrading. You're doing a lateral move.
Yeah, Jared, you could be, I don't think they're in the camp of Jared Allen is more of a lateral player.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they're in that camp. He's still only 25 years old. Yeah.
Who's better, PJ Washington or Jared Allen?
I think right now it's Jared Allen, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was PJ by the end of the year.
That's true.
I mean, PJ just had a little bit of a breakout, but
we forgot to say RIP to Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is.
Pee Wee Herman.
I've heard of Pee Wee Herman. I don't know who Pee Wee Herman is.
So Pee Wee Herman died a year ago. Oh, I mean, a week ago.
About a week ago. Rip, I mean, I don't know who he is.
I mean, he was super famous until he got caught jerking off in a porn shop.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. That's like...
my buddy was just talking about...
He was arrested in 1991 for indecent exposure at a porno theater.
Oh, Jesus. My buddy was just talking about crack, the government selling crack.
Guess where he was arrested? Sarasota, Florida.
Oh, jeez. They have porno shops in Sarasota?
Yeah, it's Sarasota.
Dude, Sarasota, when was the last time you were in Sarasota, man? That place is probably nothing like when you were there. But I think you were there this winter.
What?
In Sarasota. Weren't you in Sarasota recently?
Yeah, I drove through it.
It's so different now. I mean, it is so different.
So it said that he had died from cancer. Damn. R.I.P. Pee Wee Herman. So, the Lakers. Have you heard who they're trying to sign right now?
Not this shit again. Come
Lakers
on,
want.
Palenka.
What's
I like
going
the
on?
move.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about it then. If you like it so much, Christian
Maybe I
Wood.
don't like it.
So this is coming from Dan Woke of the Los Angeles Times. This is the report. The Los Angeles Lakers are still interested in signing our man Christian Wood. Now let's get into the details of the report, which for Jackson over here, he's a big Lakers fan from what we found out. But the Lakers being interested still in signing Christian Wood. They have 2 roster spots open, but they would only like to fill one of those roster spots that bring 14 guaranteed rosters into training camp. However, the Lakers have only the veteran minimum offer available to offer Christian Wood in a deal. The Lakers believe that with them, his offensive contributions would offset his defensive liabilities and past maturity issues. In addition, Los Angeles has been looking to add one more big man to the front court mix. Wood played 67 games last year for the Dallas Mavericks, 50 of them as a backup. He averaged 16.6 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.1 blocks while shooting 52% from the field, 38% from three, and 77% from the field. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think he would fit nicely on the Lakers because there are a lot of players. It felt the Lakers were so good at blowing playoff leads. They were good at blowing leads in general last year. I think having a guy who can get buckets, sole job is to get buckets, I think would be beneficial for the Lakers. But there are some guys, it's tough because, you have Anthony Davis still, but there are so many new additions on this Lakers team. They now have Jackson Hayes. They now have Taurean Prince. Now they have Cam Reddish, I guess, for this specific position. It's more Jared Vanderbilt, Anthony Davis, Jackson Hayes, Rui Hachimura, Taurean Prince, whoever. I don't hate the idea. I don't think it's something the Lakers really need to do, but it is a guy who's been averaging double-digit points for a couple of seasons now, and I don't love his mentality. I don't love his mindset. I think he takes chip on the shoulder a little bit overblown. I think he's so in his head that everyone's writing him off and no one cares about him, that he wants to go improve everybody, and sometimes he tries to do a little bit too much. But he can score. I think his defense is better than people give him credit for. I wouldn't call him a good defender, but I mean, I'm not gonna steer away from Christian Wood because of how bad his defense is. I just would put him on the bench. I think his ego is a reason why he is not on a roster right now, and
no, that makes sense.
Talent. But for the Lakers, they're so deep, man. They could use him. They could not use him.
So for me,
I think it'd be beneficial.
For me, when I look at Christian Wood, okay, this is a team that currently, if we look at the Lakers roster, Anthony Davis and Jackson Hayes are their pure centers. Jackson Hayes is more of like a lob threat, rim running, rebounding. Yeah, he can shoot threes, but he's kind of like low cost, high reward if it works out. Davis, we know what he is. Then you got Rui Hachimura, LeBron, Taurean Prince as your like other guys who can play front court positions, and Jared Vanderbilt. So you look at Christian Wood. What I look at when I see Christian Wood is I think this. Okay, like we said, average 16.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, a block a game. This is a guy who has insane offensive moves. Like, he has an arsenal of offensive moves. He can score on all 3 levels. He can shoot the 3 well for being 6'11". He's got like a 7'3" wingspan. He can literally get to the bucket either off the dribble, shooting, cutting. He can run the pick and roll. He can do the pick and pop. And the thing is he likes having the ball. He's not the best off-ball guy. And supposedly he has, like we mentioned earlier, some maturity issues. And the thing is we all know the reputation he has as a stat patter on bad teams. but he's a good second chance points getter. He's shown he can defend bigs, but there's, the issue is when he gets switched onto the perimeter. And he shots blocks at a decent rate, but he's not much of a passer. So I understand that there's a lot of questions, but if you give him the minimum and you have a three, your backup centers are Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood, I don't think that's that bad. And I think there's a lot worse situations you can put yourself in. I think Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood is a better backup rotation behind Anthony Davis than Thomas Bryant and Mo Bamba were last year, and Wayne Gabriel.
Yeah, and none of those players played in the playoffs, and I don't even think Christian Wood would be currently utilized on their playoff roster. But if you can mask his defense with Anthony Davis, and here's the thing is, one of the reasons Christian Wood is such a bad defender is because he plays the center position and he's built like a twig. He's built like a piece of wood. I mean, look at him right now. This is your big man. This is your starting center built like a twig or a little branch. So if I can mask Anthony Davis, I've always viewed Christian Wood as a 4. I don't know why anybody ever thought this guy can or should be the 5. I would put him at 4 and I would play him with Anthony Davis. And I think to so many times in the playoffs where the Lakers needed buckets, specifically every game, like literally all 4 games against the Denver Nuggets, I believe they had some lead in the fourth quarter, and they can't buy a bucket. Well, Christian Wood's a guy who he will get you buckets. And man, with Harden, I remember his first game, Christian Wood's first game with the Rockets, he put up 30 with Harden in town. So their roster is so freaking deep. But yeah, I mean, might as well. I think about Jared Vanderbilt, and I'm like, there's nothing offensively there. So Christian Wood would be nice. But they still have Rui Hachimura and Taurean Prince and LeBron James for other 4-man depth. But yeah, I mean, Thomas Bryant, he had a run for a month. What's up, Aaron? And then, yeah, Mo Bamba he had a run for like a week and then he got injured. But I'd say yes.
I just get worried that you're putting yourself with Christian Wood. I don't know. I just think he's the best backup right now. Big. There's nothing to lose, so just do it. Am I wrong for thinking that?
Yeah, it's just locker room concerns are a very big thing. Who these GMs want. I mean, it's who you are as a person is extremely important. And if you can't accept your role, which Christian Wood was not able to do with the Dallas Mavericks last season, or it seemed like he accepted it by the end of the year when he just kind of realized this is the way it is. I think Christian Wood needs to realize at this point, he's not a starter. No one's going to sign you to start on their team. So why not go to the Lakers, accept your role as a backup, and, maybe a team takes a flyer on you after you win a championship. Take that veteran minimum because it's August 7th and you don't have an NBA contract. So I would go win that championship and I would establish yourself as at least a solid role player on a championship team. So, I mean, that's how you stay in the league. But yeah, man, I really think the worry is just locker room. I mean, I don't think it'll be a huge deal, but if he can't accept a bench role, then definitely don't pick him up.
I agree. Let's talk about this guy, Harry Giles III. He had a workout with the Orlando Magic and the Nets on Saturday. He had a workout with the Nets on Saturday and recently had a workout for the Orlando Magic. He's set to work out for the Golden State Warriors next week, according to his agent. And we all know the story of Harry Giles, the high-flying big who had big-time potential. He had the length, the strength, and a ton of natural talent coming out of college, but he suffered multiple knee injuries, which it's been a red flag. But this is sensational. Jesus Christ, sensational athlete. If he can still show that he can get to the rim with a burst and overpower people and still have the ability to change speed and use that strength and quickness we saw in the past, he really could be a valuable backup big, okay? Like, You know, pre-injury, he was compared to Chris Webber. What are your thoughts on Harry Giles making it back into the league?
Gonna be a long way home. Wherever it is, will be in the G League, which he feasted in, and I think, what was it, 2018? I'm trying to find it. Yeah, 2018. He played 4 games in the G League. Whatever team he gets signed to, he would probably go to the G League and feast immediately, and then get the call up. I mean, you got a really long way back, though. I don't think we're talking a couple of years until Harry Giles is a solid rotational player on a big league roster. But if he's healthy, man, and he gets signed to a G League squad, he's gonna put up stats, and whatever team picks him up will play him. In
I want him to go to the Warriors. I want him to be the backup big for the Warriors.
It'd be crazy.
Let's wrap up today's show before the games with something you hate.
Before the games? Oh, I thought live basketball was on for a second.
In 18 days, it will be FIBA World Cup. So let's get right into it, and we're going to talk about the 2024 mock draft. So basically, few notes. Bronny James, he's where he ranks is where he ranked prior to the cardiac arrest and his purely evaluation of his game. Aaron Bradshaw underwent foot surgery, so he slid down the board, and then just a couple other guys. But let's go. Expected number 1 pick as of right now. A name to keep an eye on, guys. Justin Edwards out of Kentucky. He'll be 20 years old on draft night, whereas we know Ron Holland is going to be 18. Edwards is this big athletic wing who has versatility on defense. And supposedly he's going to be the best player on Kentucky's roster this year. And he's a very confident player. And even at the 3-point shot, even though he shoots 30%, but he's like the modern day combo 3-4 that everybody wants. So that's why he's there. Next up, Ron Holland from the G League Ignite team. He's 6'8". He's 18 years old. He's a freak, but he's playing in the G League Ignite, so we all know what that means. And he's a guy that also is just has the possibility to be like everybody's obsessed with these 6'8" guys who can play shooting guard, small forward, and power forward. Okay, and it's crazy that Ron Holland. We'll see what happens. Then there's this other guy, Aizen Alamansa, who I believe he's from Lithuania. And for Spain, my apology, not Lithuania, for Spain. And he's one of the highest scouted prospects out here in terms of international. So is the Mateus. So you're going to see a lot of international guys in this year's draft. And like for the first time ever, we just see 3 G League guys in the top 4, which is crazy that that's happening. And then you go over here, you got Isaiah Collier as like next college guy. Only 2 college guys in the top 5, 3 G League Ignite guys, and Collier's the first guard. As you saw, the first couple guys that are expected to go are 6'10", 6'10", 6'8", and 6'8", and they're forwards or wings. So that's kind of the way the NBA is going right now. What's your thought there, Jackson, of like what you're seeing with like mainly professional guys going in the top 5 picks and like big wings forwards? What's your thought so far?
I think the Ignite doesn't really have that bad of a track record. I think Scoot and the Thompson twins are changing it, and you're starting to see like, oh shit, man, if there's a freak athlete who does something he shouldn't really be able to do at his size, then we should probably take the risk on it. But I think the 2 Thompson twins, even though they're not,
they look legit.
Ignite, yeah, I think people aren't too worried about level of competition, and I think they're realizing freak athletes are freak athletes, and they're super young coming out too. So,
that is true.
A couple of seasons, you give them. If I take Izan at pick number 3, I'm thinking, okay, next year when he's a rookie on my team, he's 19 years old. It's not even really like a rookie season. It's like the pre-rookie season. So,
and they're getting, instead of playing college ball or college rules, the overtime elite and G League fall NBA court size and rules.
Yeah, so I mean that's good too, just ease of transition. But yeah, man, I mean, there's some athletes coming out, and that's what you should. That's what football's a lot like, where you have these freak athletes, and it's like, dude, we need to take Jalen Carter because he's a fucking monster. So
Have
yeah,
you
you're
just been
starting to see that.
surprised? There was no guards projected in the top 4 picks. The first 2 guards are Tyrese Proctor, who plays for Duke, but he's actually an Australian guard, okay, and Isaiah Collier. So it's and like Proctor, I'm pretty sure he's playing for the Australian national team, okay? So like he does like you know what I mean? And he's pretty much he's a guy who played a bunch of sports, and he actually is the son of a former Sydney Kings basketball player. So like it's Proctor's basically like grew up in professional basketball. So Isaiah Collier is like the only pure college guy besides, Edwards, who's ranked so far number 1. Does that shock you that like guards are kind of being undervalued? Smaller
No,
guards.
and I think it's gonna flip soon. I think Scoot's gonna change. I think a lot of people are gonna want point guards. The thing with point guards is I think people are going the wrong way with it. They want these freak athletes. They want
Or
these like
bigger guards.
yeah, they want these point forwards where I don't think for a franchise player that makes sense, like an Alman Thompson. But I mean, for winning a championship, I don't think that's your best route. But you look at the past championships, and it's like, okay, you don't really need no superstar freak athlete point guards ever won a championship before, to my knowledge, ever. Like you could say Magic, but um, he was pretty special at that time. I think this will change soon, but for right now, yeah, you want these kind of positionless point forward guards that can play and guard so many different positions, and they can do a multitude of different things. Um, yeah,
No, I agree.
I mean,
I really like Tyrese Proctor. He's a freaking dog. And I think it's definitely interesting to see that. Another guy, Donovan Clingan, he could have entered the draft this year, and he returned. And this is a guy that they're saying he's potentially a better shot blocker, like not better shot blocker, but basically he was a guy that they were saying that per 40 minutes, this is a guy who would have averaged 21.17 rebounds and 5 blocks per game, and that he's basically a similar player to Chet Holmgren, maybe not as like athletic and stuff, but you're 7'3", 3-and-D, big Donovan Clingan. Clingan. Do you know how to say that?
Klingon?
Clingan. I think that's how you say it. Next up, we got Alex Sarr. He plays for the Perth Wildcats. You know who's his brother? Who his older brother is? NBA player. Olivier. It's French. Olivier Sarr is his older brother. And Alex Sarr is a 7-foot, 3-and-D big. I tried to get some to poke around and ask some Australian and some scouts about him. A lot of people, they said they hadn't seen enough tape or they weren't super impressed. They just said he was really skinny. But the potential there is watch Alex Sarr. He could be a guy, like some people said that this guy could be like, a top 10 pick. When he was last year, I don't know if you know this, Alex Sarr played in the overtime elite, and supposedly he was guarding Asar Thompson regularly in the overtime elite last year.
Yeah, a lot of potential there.
Yeah, so I'm definitely excited, and he helped lead France to a silver medal in the U19. So I think that's really cool. Yes. Oh my God. You know Alexis Ajinka? You remember him?
From New Orleans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His son's 19.
Oh shit. Oh, is that Melvin?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I just want to make sure that they're related. No, it's not his son. Oh, it's his cousin. It's his cousin. Melvin and Ajinka are cousins. So that makes sense. I was gonna be like, dude, this guy had him at 16.
Yeah, right. He's not that old, is he?
So I was like, okay, so they're cousins. So next up, Jacoby Walter. I don't know too much with him, but he's a Baylor freshman, so we expect him to be a solid like 3-and-D guy. And he's only 18 years old, so he'll probably be good. Look at this, a Providence guy, Garway Duvall. or duel. And this is when I wish Luke was on here because Luke's probably like drooling over these guys. 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Providence got themselves a good recruit. Stephen Castle over here, 6'6". He looks like another one of those good guards Connecticut always gets, who can shoot and score. So keep an eye out for him. Then Riley Kugel from Florida, 6'5", and that's another thing. These 6'5" wings are also in demand with long arms who can shoot threes. Kyle Filipkowski. Some people have said he's a bigger Naz Reid. He looks like he's a lottery pick. Oh, over here, look at this. Melvin Ajinka. We just talked about him. The Frenchman. He's 6'8". Okay. I'm a fan of this kid. Okay. I just found out about him and I was just peeping at his stats while you're talking. All right. So he's playing right now. He played first three years in the French third league. This past year, he played in the French second division. And he's a guy who shot 45% from the field, 39% from three, averaged like about 2 rebounds, a steal a night, and 8.5 points. This kid's got frame and athleticism, okay? And he's just a left-handed shooter. He's aggressive as all hell. He's probably one of those guys that his stats are people are gonna be like, what? Why? But like he's got all the intangibles you want. Have you heard of this guy, Ade Mara? He just committed to UCLA. No. He's been playing in Spain, bro. He's 7'3". Okay, he's been playing in Spain for 2 years. Playing the Spanish second division 2 years ago. This past year, he played in the Spanish first division. Only played 22 games, like 12 minutes a night. Shot 58% from the field on 5 points, 3 rebounds a night, and a block a game in 11 minutes a night, bro. And now he's coming over to UCLA. 7'3". Like,
might still be growing.
yeah. And the thing is we don't know if he shoots 3-pointers. Like he shot, okay, and with so right now he's been shooting three, like very rarely he shoots a 3-pointer, but with the U18 squad, I think he shot like 1 or 2 shots in the tournament in July. So maybe some 3-point shooting ability. Like, and will he be able to guard in space? Like, I'm excited to see him in college basketball. Terrence Arsenault, I don't know much about him, but again, he's that 3-and-D, 6'5", 6'6" with those like 7-foot wingspan, kind of like a Moses Moody guy. So I think that's the guys that people want in the NBA. Trey Alexander, if you guys remember, he was in the draft this past year, and then he returned, and he went from being a borderline second-round pick to now being a potential top 20 pick. Same thing with Mark Mitchell. He was a guy who was supposed to be, a second-round pick in this year's draft. Now he might be a top 20 pick. So keep an eye out for those second-year players. Cody Williams, I don't know too much, but he kind of looks like he's got the 6'8" frame. Some people are saying, oh, guess who's his older brother? Cody Williams' older brother. J-Dub.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So cool. J-Dub's little brother, did not know this. I'll fully admit, had no idea who Cody Williams was, but just from the quick synopsis, turns out he's very similar. He's a bigger version, skinnier, seems like, version of his older brother, J-Dub, Jalen Williams of the Thunder. So Cody Williams, keep an eye out for him.
6'8" passer. Oof.
So Elmarco Jackson, he's coming to my Kansas Jayhawks, and he's not gonna probably get many minutes behind. He's not gonna get much minutes behind because he's gonna be playing behind Juan Harris, who's like a super senior. But supposedly he's gonna be this like offensive dynamo, is like what I've heard. Like this guy, that Reggie Jackson, Brandon Knight type guy, bigger. Omaha Bilal, it was this guy that I remember was kind of like hyped up coming out. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. Seems like he's going to be that, potentially this year's Jarris Walker. DJ Wagner, which is crazy that he's like a top 25 guy right now. He was like coming out of in high school. He was supposed to be a top 5 pick. He was like supposed to be one of the best point guards. AJ Johnson, listen to this, dude. He chose to go to the Illawarra Hawks and part of the NBL Rising Star. And I was talking to a NBL head coach, and he told me he does not expect AJ Johnson to get any playing time. He said it was stupid that he came over to Australia.
Jeez.
So yeah, he was pretty blunt about it. He said he liked though Bobby Klimpman not withdrawing from the NBA draft and leaving college to go play for the Con Tapins because he's actually going to get playing time because he's 20, 21, going to be turning 21. And he's been a guy that people are like kind of comparing to like a Jeremy Sohan. Then we got over here Mackenzie Mugako. I thought he was going to go to Kansas, but he decided to transfer to Indiana. He's those 6'8". I kind of see him like a Jonathan Kuminga mixed with like an Otto Porter. I don't know anything about this guy, Bernick. Do you know it? Burke Boyak? I fucking can't say that name. You know?
All
He's
I
from
know is he's a future Laker.
He's from Turkey. He like recently signed. And I want you guys to know if you guys are all wondering, like, why is there so many European players in college basketball now? So a lot of European players, from what agents have told me. So the agents in Europe are fucking terrible. If you think American agents are bad, European agents are more corrupt. It's way more scammy and like scandals happen all the time. They screw over players. And supposedly European clubs for decades now have been trying to like not let European players know how great college basketball life is and like how they're the kings of campus. That's why
I can be 18 at 6'9", and everybody's gonna love me.
And I get all the chicks.
Party, and the girls are gonna be throwing their bodies at me.
Yeah. They try to make them, and now that
they're
NILs,
shaved.
and
American
NIL,
shave.
Yeah, I know. And with NIL now, they're like, oh, I can make money too. Because it used to be the draw was like you didn't get paid, you just got an education. So you only saw in the past like Lowry Markin and Domantas Sabonis, guys who were sons of professional athletes or rich guys' sons who would come over. But now everyone's coming over because they're making money and they're not signing senior club deals because they're like, I'm just going to go play in America and either play 4 years and come back or play 1 year and go to the NBA. And they're the kings of campus. They get NIL. They fuck American pussy. There's that guy. Judah Mintz returned. He was a 2nd-round pick. This was good that he came back. Oso, this guy was a guy that I know Luke's really big fan of. Athletic big. Terry Darlin's another, guy who's supposedly came out of Africa. So be excited about him. And then Scotty Middleton, they're saying that he's, another Ohio State product in the same vein as Malachi Branham and Bryce Sensabaugh. And now the rest is Tristan DeSilvia, Ryan Dunn, Zach Edey, Terrence Shannon Jr., Trevon Brazile, Zakara Rashar, Bronny James in the 2nd round. Aaron Bradshaw in the 2nd round, Adem Bona, Bryce Hopkins, Kwame Evans Jr., Baltimore guy, Tyler Smith, Juan Nunez, Nikola Drucic, Reese Beekman, Baba Miller. Baba Miller was one of the guys who got screwed over by a corrupt agent. Theron Holmes, Kevin McCullough, Dylan Mitchell, Dylan Jones, Coleman Hawkins, Baylor Shearman. Half these guys were in this year's draft. But let's go ahead and play Brutal. Is this Jalen Williams?
I think so.
J-Dub. Wow.
Small world. Big East. Oh, no. Oh, thank goodness.
Okay.
League champ?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
Nice. 2%.
Yeah, you didn't expect that?
Courtney Lee, legend.
Courtney Lee is one of my favorite players of all time.
Sterling Brown, Rockets, Mavs might be too big.
I was going to do that. Damn.
Rockets, Bucks, Bruno Fernando.
No one would have thought of that one.
Rockets,
The champ-
Cavs, Kevin Porter Jr. That's going to be high. It's going to be so high.
What's league champ, like NBA or like regular season?
I don't know. It's so weird that it's league champ if it was going to be championships. But that's what league championship is.
Yeah, bro, you don't even know.
Oh, Giannis.
I'm trying to think of the
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Moncrief.
No, but I'm trying to think of someone on that 2020 squad that was like so irrelevant.
Was Ursan on that team? Who was the big man that they had? I might just be thinking of Myers Leonard.
I don't know. Is Sam Merrill an NBA champion?
No. He's only been on the Cavs.
And the
the Cavs are one of them. Was he really? What the hell is that? I don't think he's got a ring. Yeah.
Sam Merrill's a league champ with
He's not on the NBA. He's never been on the NBA roster.
of the Cavs.
Yeah. It's been in the G League for like 13 years.
I'm so mad. Damn. Well, fuck that. We missed out. Dude, I thought there was one that we got unlimited attempts.
Yeah, I don't like that one. That one's the one Luke first suggested. Can't remember.
I know.
Name. PJ Tucker, yeah. True.
All right, guys. Jasmine says, "Thank you for watching." She says,
Aaron Rodgers.
Who's gone? She says, "Fuck Aaron Rodgers."
Boo.
She's like, "I'm gonna be a Florida dog in 2 days."
It's gonna be sweaty.
I
did not want to go back to Florida.
I got my pool.
Yeah, pool's nice.
How often do you go swimming? I'm gonna go swimming every day.
Recently, I've been trying to go like every other day. Just get a quick dip in.
Yeah, and just swim a couple laps.
Yeah, it's nice. There's nobody at my pool in the middle of the day on a weekday.
I know. Look at this. Look at this. Let's all give a like.
She's ready to bite me on Thursday.
No. You gonna bite him? She's like, I don't know. She's like, potentially.
Maybe. If he talks about Michael Vick again.
She's like, I love Michael Vick though. She's like,
I'll wear a Michael Vick jersey when I meet you.
She's like, I'm pro Michael Vick. He repent for his sins.
He put us on the map. He put us on the map. Him and Pitbull.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for watching today. Jackson does need to end this. I am gonna go. I gotta go pick up my U-Haul.
Let's go. Oh fuck.
You and both Jasmine are tired.
Sleepy. Sluggish morning.
You sluggish?
Had too much booze yesterday. I'm surprised my Wi-Fi made it through it.
Yeah, you did. Now it's lagging.
Is it really?
It just
I've been
lagging.
on one bar the whole time.
I am actually excited for you to meet Jasmine. You won't have any allergies. You believe it?
See.
We'll see.
I need
All right.
plane ticket.
When are you leaving? When you
I
buy
go
this
to
plane
Florida
ticket?
on Wednesday, but I'm going to Houston. Visit Swag.
When's your lease end?
I think
November.
the week before Thanksgiving. Actually,
So when are you gonna start looking for a place?
I have no idea.
Is Nick gonna move back down?
I have no idea. Nick got a girlfriend, so I doubt it.
Like,
He says yeah, but I doubt it.
Move the Boca.
Yeah.
Leave the west side of Florida, and then we can start multiple channels. Because I'm starting two new
I have
channels.
multiple channels.
No, but I'm starting 2 new channels. One is a commentary channel, where I'm gonna have you seen commentary channels?
Yeah, I actually want to. I'm curious about that. Might have a business venture with history and memes there.
Yeah, I want to do either commentary on wacky history or TikToks or shit like that, and then you just edit it really funny.
Wacky history would be good.
Yeah, and then
I've been talking to him about that.
Or I want to go to weird places in Florida and make funny ass videos, or go
anywhere.
Yeah, or go fishing. I want to also start a fishing channel.
Fishing.
I want to start. Fishing's a huge niche on YouTube that you can make so much money.
They love it. There's a famous kid from my high school who's a fisher.
And he's huge on you.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but
yeah. And there's not enough fishing YouTubers. It's so easy. All you need, because you have a camera, right? I have a camera.
I do not.
I thought you bought that one camera.
It doesn't have video features.
No video feature on it.
Yeah. So I ended my hunt for a camera after that.
No way.
Yeah. This was a year ago.
I do remember that, but no video. Did you end up, or you just don't know how to use the video?
No video. It doesn't have it. It's from 2006.
No way.
Yeah.
Get a GoPro.
I had a GoPro as a kid in high school, and it was so bad. I know the technology is there now, but
I know the technology is there now. But yeah, that's what
when I had it, there was not.
They carry 2 GoPros, one on their head and then one in their hand, and then they have a tripod set up with their DSLR. They have a camera guy, and they just go fishing, or they fix boats.
I'd love to fix boats.
Let's do it. Let's go try catching some mahi on camera.
I don't know that. I don't know anything about fish.
All right. We'll learn more. We'll learn more shortly. All right. Peace out, bro. I got to go pick up a U-Haul.
Yep.